For 2,000 years, one question has shifted the course of human history. Who is Jesus of Nazareth? To some, a prophet; to others, a great teacher. But the scriptures themselves claim something much more radical. They claim that the creator of the universe stepped into his own creation. Today, we are looking at the evidence. We are diving into the scriptures to see how the Bible testifies that Jesus Christ isn't just a messenger of God, he is God manifest in the flesh, the one becoming man so that man could return to the one. The Word was God, the pre-existence. We begin where the Gospel of John begins. John 1:1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." In the original Greek, the word is logos, the divine logic or reason that governs the universe. The scripture doesn't say Jesus was created by God, it says he was God. Later, in verse 14, it says, "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us." This is the ultimate mystery of oneness. The infinite source limited itself to a human body. In Colossians 1:16, the scripture reinforces this, stating that by him all things were created. If Jesus created all things, he cannot be a thing that was created. He is the architect, not the building. 2. The I am statements. To understand Jesus' claim to divinity, we have to look at the Old Testament. When Moses asked God for his name, God replied, "I am who I am." Exodus 3:14. Centuries later, Jesus used this exact divine name in John 8:58. He told the religious leaders, "Truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am." He didn't say I was. He used the eternal present tense. He was claiming the name of the burning bush. The religious leaders understood exactly what he meant. They picked up stones to kill him for blasphemy. They knew he wasn't just claiming to be old. He was claiming to be the eternal one. 3. The authority of the Creator. Throughout the scriptures, Jesus does things that only God has the right to do. Forgiving sin. In Mark 2:5-7, Jesus tells a paralyzed man his sins are forgiven. The scribes asked, "Who can forgive sins but God alone?" They were right. Only the one who the law was written about can forgive the debt. Accepting worship. In Matthew 14:33, after Jesus calmed the storm, the disciples worshipped him. In the Bible, angels and prophets always reject worship. Jesus accepted it, equality with the Father. In John 10:30, he states plainly, "I and the Father are one." This is the bridge of oneness. Jesus didn't see himself as a separate entity from the divine source. He saw himself as the visible image of the invisible God. Colossians 1:15. Many stumble over the term firstborn of all creation found in Colossians 1. In our modern language, we think of a firstborn as the first one to be born in time. But in the ancient world, firstborn was a title of rank and supremacy. The scripture tells us that Jesus is the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of his being. Hebrews 1-3. Think of it like this. If God is the sun, Jesus is the sunlight. You cannot have the sun without the light. They are distinct, yet they are of the exact same essence. This is the bridge to oneness. Jesus is the visible image of the invisible God. He is the infinite source translating itself into a language that human beings can understand. The language of flesh, blood, and sacrifice. 4. The prophetic fulfillment. The Old Testament predicted that God himself would visit earth. Isaiah 9-6 calls the coming child mighty God and everlasting Father. Micah 5-2 says his origins are from of old, from everlasting. The testimony of the scripture is consistent. Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He is the bridge between the infinite and the finite. When we look at Jesus, we aren't looking at a man trying to reach God. We are looking at God reaching out to man. He came to show us that at the heart of the universe is not a cold machine, but a person of love. If Jesus is God, then God is not far away. He is as close as your next breath. He entered our world so that we could enter his. The testimony of the scriptures is clear. The one became the man so that we might realize we are all one in him. He didn't come to start a religion. He came to restore a relationship. He came to show us that we are all invited back into the heart of the one. If this deep dive into the scriptures touched your heart, join our collective. Subscribe as we continue to explore the truths that unite us all. Share this video with someone searching for the truth.